Some Duke on the vibe.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Um, as I promised, I'm doing a video for SUS 1501 theory on deontology and consequentialism. This video is going to focus on those two theories for now, and then I'll do another video after preparation for the next theory and next theory up until we finish the theory. I promised you that I will do it before the mid February, but then because of time and other obligations, I failed to do so. But then thanks for the patience. Let me just give you my take on this theory and what I think this theory entails. How easy it is to understand this theory only if you break it down properly. Without wasting any time, let's continue to the theory of deontology, the first theory that you'll learn from this module. What does deontology mean? What does deontology mean? It means doing the right things. It means there are rules, and rules are rules. It means that we have certain duties to do, and then those duties we have to make sure we follow those duties. We are going to do the right thing, following the rules, and we have duties that we have to follow, or duties that we have to follow in order to make sure that we are doing the right thing, in order to make sure that we are following the correct rules. This is just a simple introduction. Don't think too much about it. We are still going to break down the theory of deontology, trying to make sure that you understand perfectly what it means. When you are doing your assignment, you won't fail. You will understand. You will debate productively and everything. So, without wasting any time, guys, let's go. The next slide, it's saying that what is deontology? It saying that we are talking about sustainability and greed. Right? This is the module, sustainability and greed. Focusing on the theory of deontology. This theory is saying that we have to do what is right in our quest of achieving some good. We have to do the right thing when achieving something that is good or achieving some good. Okay, according to deontology, as long as you do what is right, as long as you act in the right way, whatever outcome it is, it will be defined, it will be a definition of what being good is. Understand this theory, guys, and you'll understand it much better while we're going to talk about consequentialism, because deontology and consequentialism is like the opposite of each other. It's like good and bad. You understand? Okay, they are saying that whatever you are doing, make sure you are doing the right thing. If you are doing the right thing, acting in the right way, whatever outcome comes, or whatever outcome you receive or get while you did the right thing, that action or outcome is going to be deemed as good, which this theory is saying. Doing the right thing, it means behaving morally. Not doing what is right means behaving immorally. This theory is very simple, guys. I don't want to lie. It is very simple to understand. It is very simple to get to break down, and so that you can write your assignment, so that you can debate with your teaching assistant on your groups. We are saying, whatever you're doing, do the right thing. If, for example, there is rules, We have rules. Let's say you are going to a certain school. They are saying that you have to come by 7:30. These are the rules. As a learner, you have to wear uniform. These are the rules. You, as a learner, you need to have this and this. You need to do this and this. These are the rules. If you follow those rules, if you do the right thing, whatever outcome or whatever action that comes after, we are going to say that whatever you did was good. You behaved morally. Okay, let's continue with the theory, and then I'll explain what I just wanted to explain right now, so that you can understand why we are getting confused in this theory. I think the lectures for SUS, they put the scenarios, they put in the assignments to make sure that you think critically, you analyze the information. And most of the students, we are not analyzing the information. We are not thinking critically. We are just saying, hey man, it is this. You are using your own general knowledge. Okay, we are supposed to use the theory combined with our own general knowledge, but then making sure that we understand the theory. Let's continue. Let us not forget, actually, let us not forget, doing the right thing and achieving some good. It is what deontology is saying. As long as you act right, you follow the rules, you do your duties, whatever outcome comes, it's fine. You did the right thing. Let's continue. Under deontology, in this module for SUS, we focus on Kant's theory of categorical imperative. This theory is very important. Kant's theory of categorical imperative. This theory is very important. Okay, how is this theory very important in understanding deontology? Deontology, remember, let me say this again. Deontology, okay, actually I will explain much under slide 5. What is Kant saying under his theory? Kant is saying that okay, one sense of duty to act in a way we see as right. Remember, it's deontology, né? The base of the, okay, let's say the ethical theory we are focusing on is deontology. Under deontology, we have Kant, who formulated his theory focusing on the deontology way of thinking. The deontology way of thinking, we are saying that we need to do the right thing. Once you do the right thing and you achieve some good, which means that you are fine. Okay. Kant is saying that doing the right thing and the outcome, they are not related. Okay, they are related, but then we don't have to focus on their relationship in this theory. Why? You need to focus in doing the right thing. The outcome is something else. Focus on doing what is right. Whatever outcome you get, it's fine. You did the right thing. Remember this statement. Deontology is saying you need to do the right thing and achieve some good. We are going to talk about Kant's categorical imperative. He's saying that we need to act right. We need to talk about what is wrong and what is right. We don't do what is wrong, we do what is right, and we achieve any outcome we want as long as we did the right thing. The statement that I was saying that under this theory of Kant, or this theory of deontology, uh, ethics, deontological ethics starts by acknowledging that actions and their outcomes are independent things. The actions that we do that are right and the outcomes that we get are independent. They don't depend on each other. That is very, very important. The actions that we do, they are more important than the outcome. They are more important than the outcome according to the theory. If our actions are good, whatever outcome comes, it's fine. As long as you did the what? The right thing. Let's continue. We are now talking about Kant's categorical imperative. What does categorical imperative mean? You unconditional command. You are going to act unconditionally. Once you act unconditionally, it means that you know you are doing the right thing. So categorical imperative is an unconditional command. Do the right thing unconditionally. You are going to do the right thing unconditional. Okay. Now, under this theory of Kant, under this theory of categorical imperative, we have what we call a formula of universal law. Here, please, you need to understand here, and then you need to make sure you understand what I'm saying. We have what we call the formula of universal law. What does the formula of universal law say? Act only on that maxim by which you can say at the same time will that it should become a universal law. This is the formula of universal law. We are acting on a maxim in which at the end of the day you are saying that, okay, this thing can be or should be a universal law. What is a universal law? A universal law is something that if I do it, everyone should do it. If we're saying don't kill, everyone should not kill. If I'm saying do not steal, everyone should steal. If I'm saying I'm stealing, everyone should do what? Should steal. Which means that stealing and not stealing, something is right, something is wrong. If according to the theory we are saying that stealing is right, which means that we are saying everyone in the world should steal. This is universal law. If you steal and then you based your theft on the theory of universal law, on deontology, and you saying stealing is the right thing or was the right thing to do, which means that you are saying that everyone should steal. Understand it. We are doing the right thing unconditional. We are doing the right thing. And then whatever outcomes come, whatever outcome we get, we are fine with it. Okay. Act only on a maxim by which you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. Kant's theory is more understandable while working or deontology is more understandable while we are talking about a universal law, because when you're talking about the universal law, we are talking about something that if we're saying, okay, if you're saying, let me just do it this way. Sorry, guys. If we are saying this is an act, my act, the act that I did, this is an act. The act that I did should be universal. Should be universal. Okay. An act is something that you do. Something that you do based on rules. something that you do based on the duties that you know are right, or based on the on the ethics that this is the right thing to do. And if it is the right thing to do, then that right thing to do should be universal. It should form part of universal law. Let's go to this last part, and then I can explain to you something about deontology and Kant's formula of universal law or categorical imperative. Okay, Kant, okay, formula of universal law. Kant defines categorical imperative as a command or moral law all persons must follow regardless of their desires or extenuating circumstances. Okay, you don't have to tell me, or okay, this statement is very. I like this statement. You don't have to tell me, okay, fine. Stealing is right. Are we saying stealing is right or wrong? Okay, we are saying stealing is wrong. And then you go and steal, and you say stealing was right, was the right thing to do, which means that it is not universal law, and you are basing your actions on extenuating circumstances, which is wrong. If we are saying stealing is wrong, regardless of your extenuating circumstances, you don't have to steal because that's the rule and that's the law. Let's continue. As morals, these imperatives are binding on everyone because we are talking about universal law. Whatever we say that should be, it is good or should be done, it is binding to everyone. This is very important. One of Kant's categorical imperative is the universality principle, in which one should act in accordance with the maxim through which you can at the same time will that it become a universal law. Students, this is very important. This is okay. Actually, this is this law. Actually, the maxim law. We are saying that under deontology, we are saying that whatever you do, whatever act you do, if you are saying this is the right thing, or you act, please act accordingly because you are saying your actions should become universal to everyone. If you are acting and then you find on normal, this action as we're not supposed to be, cannot be universal, or it cannot apply to everyone, which means that that action is wrong. That act, it is wrong. Under this theory, we are talking about categorical imperative. You act in such a way that the act that you did, it can be universal to everyone, which means that your actions can be done by everyone and no one will have a problem with that action. Please understand this. Before I continue to this last part is okay. It's the last part for the theory, but then there's this one thing, this burning thing that I need to explain based on the what do you call it? Based on the assignment. Why are we failing to understand the assignment, or why are we failing to link this theory to the assignment? Why? What is the reason? What is making it difficult to understand, or this is right and this is wrong? Because we are using our own common sense. That's the first thing. We don't have to use our own common sense. For example, assignment number 2. They give you a scenario. In that scenario, let me just come here. In that scenario, these are the steps they put in that assignment. Okay, what are they saying? They're saying state your proposed act as a maxim. Okay, a maxim is an action. We are saying, and if we are saying it is an act or an action, We are saying that okay, for example, YT Basun, what do you call that? The ShopRite CEO, who became rich. Okay, let's not talk about YT. Let's talk about this scenario that they were using last year. Who was that guy? The Nespa's CEO. The Nespa's CEO. Okay, let's do it this way. The Nespa's CEO. Let me do it this way so that we can understand it much better and we get to know what we are talking about. The Nespa's CEO. That is the best scenario actually to understand the theory. You will understand why I'm saying that. Okay, you think you understand the theory up until they give you the assignment so that you can write it based on the theory, and then you'll come to realize, or no, man, there's something that I'm missing. There's something that is not right. We are having too many opinions, too many general knowledge information. Okay, first thing you need to do when you get your assignment, research about the scenario that they gave you. Research the scenario before you answer. Before you answer based on theory, please research. That is the most important thing, because you'll find people there talking about, for example, the Nespa CEO, even YT Bason. You'll find we are talking about the scenario of that guy, but then we never researched. Okay, fine. That guy got a lot of money. Why? How did he get that money? Was it wrong? Did he do it in the wrong way? Did he do it in the right way? Okay, according to theory, what are they saying? What are they saying? Okay, let's. I want to get that name, because if I get that name, I will be able to explain it to you much better and properly. Oh God, man. Bob Van Dyke. Bob Van Dyke. This is the guy. Bob Van Dyke. Okay. There is a scenario that they gave you about this guy. They were giving students about this guy. Okay. Here's the thing. Just read this. Nespa CEO paid 1.3 billion in salaries and bonuses in 1 year. You understand? In a year, this guy made 1.3 billion in salaries and bonuses in 1 year. You need to before you can assume, or before you can say it is right or wrong, please, you investigate the theory. Okay, fine. He got 1.3 billion in a year. Why did he get that money in a year? Okay, we have rules, we have laws that could prevent him from getting 1.3 billion in salary. Why didn't they apply in his situation? Why? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Okay, if they applied the rules and then they paid him that 1.3 billion, and then why is he not in jail? Because we are talking about breaking financial rules, which can make you end up in jail. Why is Bob Van Dyke not in jail? Why is he retired enjoying his 1.3 billion rand? Why? It is very much important, né? But then when you do your assignment, make sure you understand each and every statement that they are asking. Because in that assignment, there are two scenarios. Okay, there's a scenario in two parts. The other part, because of the maxim, it is not conceivable in a world ruled by universal law. the other part of your opinion, you need to dig deep, to dig, to dig deep down into the story. What happened for this guy to get this 1.3 billion? If you understand this payment, then you can start talking about, okay, state your proposed act as a maxim. That's the okay. The according to deontology, or according to Kant, ne? If an act is supposed to be, we deem it as good according to deontology, it has to pass through all these stages, step 1, 2, 3, and 4. If it passes through all these steps, which means that that act can be deemed as universal to everyone. If it fails even one step, then that act cannot be universal. We first state an act as a maxim. Let's say stealing is good. Stealing is good. We need to steal to get money and support our families. Let's say this is a maxim. This is your maxim. You are saying this is your maxim. Let's say, for example, you are saying this is your maxim. Restate this maxim as a universal law. Okay, we are saying, okay, you know, if you are talking about deontology, your maxim, this maxim, we are saying that if you are saying this is your maxim and this is your act, and then you are saying this act is good no matter what the outcome or consequences are, which means that it should be universal. We come to step number 2. We are saying that everyone should steal if they don't afford something. Remember, guys, we are trying to make sure. Step 1, this is our maxim. We are saying that our maxim should be stated in a way that it can be a universal law. If you are saying that everyone should steal, stealing is good, which means that you are saying that everyone should steal if they don't afford anything. This is the universal law for everyone. Ask whether your maxim is conceivable in a world ruled by universal law. You are asking yourself now. You are asking yourself. If you as a person, do you think that if we don't afford anything, should we steal? Your answer will be no. So if we are saying ask whether your maxim is conceivable in a world ruled by universal law. No, it is not conceivable in a world ruled by universal law. Okay. Ask whether you would rationally act on a maxim in such a world. Your answer is no, I would not. Okay, now let's get down and try to explain something here. This is your maxim. This is you saying that stealing is good. And then you are saying that because we are talking about deontology, where we are saying that do the right thing, follow the rules. If you are saying this is the rule, this rule should be applicable to everyone. It should be something that if you are doing it, it can be applicable to someone. Let me say it in that way. If you are saying this is my rule, this is the rules, and this is my action. My action should be in a way that you are saying that everyone can do this because it is the right thing to do. If you're saying stealing is good, we need to steal to get money and support our family. We are saying that everyone should steal if they don't afford anything. Everyone should steal so that they can support their family. That is your maxim now under the universal law. Okay, we are asking you now in step number 3. Is your maxim that you are saying is based on universal law, is it conceivable? It is not conceivable in a world ruled by universal law, because stealing is not good. Ask whether you will not act rationally in the, on your maxim. Now, you stated your maxim. You passed the step. You stated your maxim under the universal law. You passed the step. Your maxim failed under step 3, which means that it cannot be deemed as universal law, which means that it is not a deontological way of acting. Remember this while you're doing your assignment, and please, I think I'm making this clear, and if you are not understanding it much better, send me voice notes on WhatsApp. Ask me. I will explain. You will get it, because this theory is very simple. More especially utilitarianism theory, it's very simple. It's just that we read things rushing and then we end up not understanding. Let's go on. Okay. This remember where we're talking about those steps. This is another example or scenario. I will steal sweet potatoes and melons when I'm hungry in order to achieve feeling stuffed. Okay. All rational animals in the jungle will steal potatoes. You understand? We are saying the first step, I will. The second one, everyone should, or everyone can. And then in the third step, this maxim and this universal law, it's failing this first step, this third step. And then if it fails the third step, which means that it cannot be ruled as universal law. Okay. For example, I will steal when I'm hungry. In order to achieve feeling stuffed. Let's go back. Like I said here, this is important. This is very important also. Let me take it back a little bit so that it can be. Yes. Okay. Act morally. All persons should act morally, regardless of their desires or extenuating circumstances. Even if you are hungry, if we are saying stealing is not right, You don't have to steal. So, guys, this theory is very, very much self-explanatory. It is saying that you need to act. You need to do the right thing and achieve some good. You need to make sure that as long as you are doing what is right, act in the right way, whatever the outcome is, we are good with it. As long as you are doing the right thing, as long as you are following the rules, or as long as you are following the law, whatever act you do, it's good, according to what? To deontology. Let's go back here. And it doesn't matter if Bob Van Dyke got 1.3 billion in salaries and bonuses in 1 year. If he acted in the right way, getting that salary of 1.3 billion is what? It was the right thing to do. It was good. So we don't have to say it is not good. We are saying that act right, follow the laws, do your duties. If we are saying Bob Van Dyke, there's nothing wrong that he did. He bought shares, it's bonuses. Those shares matured. By the time he wanted to retire, he sold those shares back to the company, and then he got a large amount of money plus his salary plus his bonuses that made him get 1.3 billion in a year. Did he do anything wrong? No. Did he act according to the rules? Yes. Did he follow the law? Yes. Which means that you did the right thing deontologically. It was right. That's why Bob Van Dyke is not arrested. He didn't break the law. He just found a loophole for him to get a huge lump sum when he retires. And that huge lump sum is a big problem to a lot of people, but then he did not do anything wrong. So this theory, trying to explain his situation, it makes everything clear. Do the right thing in achieving some good. He bought shares, his salaries were there, his bonuses were there, it was the right thing to do. He achieved some good. Getting 1.3 billion, it's good. So deontologically, everything is right according to this theory, which means that Bob Van Dyke, according to deontology, he is off the hook. But then, according to social media, according to our opinions, he is not right. I'm not saying it's not right. Most of you will say he is not right. It's a lot of money. Hey, it's a lot of money. How can he get 1.3 billion in a year? What about the people he was working for? What did they get paid? He wasn't working alone. Remember, we have education. We have the education system that says that we have a higher certificate, we have a degree, we have a diploma, and then we have positions. You have a teller, you have a supervisor, you have a CEO. We cannot get the same salaries, we cannot get the same bonuses, we won't get the same opportunities. With your money as a teller, you'll focus on feeding your family. With my money as a CEO, I feed my family. I'm left with a huge amount. I invest. I get my investment back while they are huge. So I have opportunities to make myself rich with the money amount of money I'm getting as a CEO than as a teller, or than as a person who's working at KFC, or than a person who's working at Fushin, or you understand. Our opportunities are determined by our salaries also. The salary that you get does not allow you to invest a lot of money. It allows you to feed your family. The salary that he's getting allowed him to invest and feed his family. And at the end of the day, while he retires, he got a lot of money because of those investments that he did during his time working, during his time thinking, right? And someday I'm going to retire. I have to have something at the end of the day. So that's why deontologically his salary was good. I'm not saying according to me it was good, but deontologically his salary was good. You are going to argue if someone's salary is good or not. You are going to have to put your own opinion on your assignment. Remember, on the assignment they are going to ask you to put in your to write the scenario in terms of theory, and then they are going to ask you to write the assignment up based on your own opinion. Make sure you differentiate, or I am supposed to use the theory here, I'm supposed to use my opinion here. If you differentiate that, which means that you'll be proper. You will be very proper, and you will show them that you understand the theory very much. In concluding this theory, the basis of this theory is that it is everyone's duty to act according to the maxim that we would wish everyone else to follow, like a universal law. It is your duty to make sure that the action that you do, you are saying that if I'm doing it, everyone should do it because it is the right thing to do. This is deontology. I hope I was very clear, Shem. I hope I was very clear. And if I wasn't clear, please, you know what to do. My WhatsApp numbers are there on the screen. Make sure you follow me on WhatsApp. Ask questions, get answers, ask follow-up questions, get answers, and then you'll get to understand the theory, and then you'll get to write your assignments much better if you understand the theory. we are talking about the theory, and then we talk about the theory in SUS, and then they also ask for your opinion. Differentiate the two. That where am I supposed to use the theory? Where am I supposed to use my opinion? Where I'm supposed to use theory, please use your theory correctly. We are getting low marks because we are using our opinions where we are supposed to use our theories, and where we are supposed to use our theories, where our opinion, we are using our theories. Differentiate between the two. We are not going to waste any time. We are going on. Consequentialism. This is another theory. We are done with deontology. We are coming. This was the good. Now we are coming to the bad, according to me. We had the good side of the theory. We are coming to the bad side of the theory, which is the okay, fine. I'm saying, according to me. I'm not saying this theory is bad, but then according to me, the person who did this theory, wow, oh, wow, what was he thinking? What was he thinking? Consequentialism. You know, I was late to understand this theory or what they mean. They are saying it is all about the outcome. This statement is very much important, guys. Please, this theory is not that long now. It is all about the outcome. Deontology, it is all about what? Acting right. The outcome, we don't care. If you act right, the outcome is good also, so it's fine. So here we are saying that it's not all about acting, it's all about who our actions should give us a certain outcome. Our actions, we want this. These actions should give us this. Utilitarianism theory. Let's go, guys. I hope we are getting where you're understanding what I'm saying. Only 3 slides. That's why I'm saying this theory is not that much. Ne? What is utilitarianism? Utilitarianism. It is an ethical theory that determines right from wrong by focusing on the outcome. We determine what is right and what is wrong by focusing on the outcome. Guys, this, honestly speaking, it's very disturbing. We determine what is right from what is wrong by focusing on the outcome. I'm not sure if there's a scenario or situation where we are saying this theory can be applicable in a good way, or I'm not sure if the guy who created the theory thought, okay, if we apply it in this way. No, this, honestly speaking, this theory is business-minded. This is a business-minded theory. We cannot apply it in our lives. Oh no, we cannot apply it in our lives. If we apply these theories in our lives, we're in trouble. Why? Why am I saying so? Okay, utilitarianism holds that most ethical choices is the one that will produce the greatest good for the greatest number. Hey, listen here. If we are saying this choice is ethical, we are saying that it will produce the greatest good for the greatest number. The greatest good for the greatest number. This is our theory. For us to say Budani acted right, which means that his or her actions should satisfy a lot of people. If we are saying there are 10 people in a row, and then Budani did something, and then 8 people laughed, which means that, 8 people like it produces something good in 8 people, which means that Budani did the right thing. It doesn't matter if from the 2 Mpo is crying, from the 2 Mpo is dead. It doesn't matter. If we are saying the greatest good for the greatest number, Gudani does an action, out of 10 people, 7 are happy or are satisfied with the action. It doesn't matter if the 3 that are not satisfied, one of them doesn't have a leg, the other doesn't have a head, the other is dead or something. As long as the action has satisfied 7 people out of 10, we are fine. You acted Okay, you acted morally according to this theory. Like they said, it is the only moral framework that can be used to justify military force or war. And then it is used mostly in the businesses where they are uh, if they are using money. Those guys, they need to think of the greatest good or greatest desire or the greatest number. So let's understand utilitarianism. We are saying people, we are saying actions of people or actions of a person, if they produce the greatest number of good, then that action is moral. We don't care. We don't care who died there, as long as out of 1,000 people, I did something. Let's say I did a project. That project is okay. Under that project, I'm building houses for 1,000 people. But then for me to build houses for those 1,000 people, I killed 3 people in order to build the houses. The houses. It doesn't matter. Hey, 1,000 people are happy. They have homes. Whoever died. It's their problem. That is according to this theory. Please understand this theory. Pleasure or happiness is the only thing that has intrinsic value. Actions are right if they promote happiness and wrong if they promote unhappiness. Everyone's happiness count equal. Okay, let's continue again. Let me repeat this statement. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Honestly speaking, it doesn't matter. If I acted in a way that out of 50 people, out of 10 people, let's say 30 are happy, out of 10 people, 8 are happy, 2 are not happy, or 2 are in a situation and in situations that are bad for their lives, or they pose a risk for their lives, it doesn't matter. Then your utilitarianism people will be clapping hands on, no man, you did the right thing. Let him die. You did the right thing. According to me, that we cannot do that. We are moral human beings. We think. Okay, this theory is very simple and straightforward. The only problem with this theory is when we come to use it in a scenario, in an assignment. That's where we start in flames. We start seeing things. For example, let's go here. This is an example of utilitarianism. 60% of the world's cobalt is mined in DRC. Significant amount of this is mined under appalling conditions, often by child laborers. Understand this? My opinion on this statement is described. Okay, these are the multiple choice questions that they sometimes give you. Okay, they ask you which one is the best, is the most utilitarian option under these 4 options: 1, 2, A, B, C, D. Which one is the most utilitarian option? Let's guys, do your research before you deep 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 down in your theories, deep down in your assignments. You dive in your assignment and you find out, hey, I'm not doing it in the right way. Okay, let me not include this word cobalt DRC mining. There is a case here. There is a case against what Tesla or Apple or Google in the USA, or they are extracting cobalt from DIC and then they are abusing human rights. There is a case of corruption, environmental destruction, child labor, that they are saying, oh no man, these guys are getting rich out of the sufferings of other children. DRC is very poor. but then America is rich, but then they're getting cobalt from DRC, and then from that DRC that they're getting, they're using children, they don't want to pay. From that cobalt, children are dying and not in school. My question is, if it was you, will you do it? Okay, fine. Let's say, for example, it is true. These companies, Apple, Google, or Tesla, they're also involved in those ones now. Will Bill Gates allow his child to work in conditions that are not good, or even to a point where he or she will die, just for the case that someone else is making money or he's making money? If Bill Gates is going to say, yes, my child can work as long as I'm making money, which means that we can say this is universal to everyone according to deontology, but then according to utilitarianism, we are saying that, listen, the action that gives the greatest number of people happiness or pleasure, then it is deemed as a moral action. So let's go here. From these four options, which one do you think is the most utilitarian option? What Coba's got to do with me? Okay, the DRC is a long way away from where I live, so I don't really care. Okay, this is just a fact of global supply chain and necessary global economy, which is in everyone's best interest. Okay, I wonder who is profiting out of this. Okay, it's up to E. I made a mistake here. E. It breaks my heart to see children exploited. This is morally wrong and must not be allowed. So which one is the best utilitarian option? Let me first tell you the truth, because maybe you understand from the theory that I was explaining, but most of you choose this option, and it is from your heart, deep down from your heart, you know it is wrong. Deep down from your heart, you know it is morally wrong. That's why you choose this option. But then this one is not the best utilitarian option. What does utilitarianism say? It is saying that if mining cobalt in DRC, if those children are being used for slaves, is helping the greatest number of people in the world, which means that it is very good. Why? Why is that saying? Why are they saying it? You are using an Apple phone. How many people are using Apple phone in the world? They are happy. You are driving cars. They are using cobalt in their batteries and stuff like that. So, which means that the greatest number of people in the world are happy from DRC's situation. Only 10,000 children are dying, but then out of those 10,000 children, 1.3 billion people are happy. You are using your smartphones, you are driving nice cars. But then the situation in DRC is very disturbing. So according to utilitarianism, it is good. Those children are supposed to die there so that you can use your phone, so that you can drive that car. Which means that they're saying this is just a effect of global supply and necessary for global economic growth, which is in everyone's best interest. This is the most utilitarian option. So this is a scope for your assignment. Make sure you get it right and you explain it in the right way. Why are we saying this is the best utilitarian option? We are saying that it is in everyone's best interest. The economy of the world or the global economic growth is growing because you are exchanging cobalt, you are buying there. From USA, you are getting iPhones there. They are being manufactured in China. They are maybe, but then the root of the problem is that the minerals or the material they're getting it in such a despicable way. But then according to utilitarianism, the action doesn't matter. Mining cobalt doesn't matter. Mining cobalt using children doesn't matter. Mining cobalt using children who are dying doesn't matter. As long as you guys are using your Apples and stuff like that, your cars, you're driving, as long as the greatest number of people in the world are happy, then this action is deemed as utilitarianism. I hope you understand this thing, and I hope you get what I'm trying to say. The theory of utilitarianism, the theory of deontology. These theories are very simple. It's the opposite of each other. Here we focus on the actions, the law, the rules. Here we focus on the consequences or the outcome. So guys, let's hope you understand the theory. I don't want to waste any time because I know this video is already long. So, but then for those who need help with SUS and modules like SA EUP, just inbox me, WhatsApp me. Those numbers on the screen that are appearing, just holler at me. I will help you guys without any problem. So, without wasting any time, guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much for being patient. We are still going to make a video for other theories to come. Let's hope you understand utilitarianism. It's a very simple and straightforward theory. That's why I'm explaining it fast, and that's why I'm explaining it. Was a short presentation for this theory. But then, as long as you understand it, if you don't understand it, hit my WhatsApp. Let's talk. Why don't you understand it? Where don't you get it? Let me try to explain it to you. Let me try to convince you to understand it. Thank you very much, guys.
Some Duke on the vibe.
This year, blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow.